why women are single today. As always, link down below to Rich Cooper's YouTube channel and to the full video in case I don't finish it. All right, let's get to it. Don't forget to subscribe, support your boy, comment down below your thoughts. Let's go.
Though, because I'm hearing all of the right things, and yet we have a panel of 5 single women. So where's the disconnect? What's not working?
For me right now, I'm not open to being remarried. I'm not open to being partnered. I spent a lot of years raising my children. They're all adults. And now I'm creating 2 businesses. So that is my focus. That's something I'm very passionate about, and helping others. In Christianity, women of my age, we're called upon to help younger women. We're called upon to help younger single women and younger married women. So that is the role that I have taken on right now. And quite frankly, I'm going to be honest with you, for feminine women like myself, there really are only 2 options in the world when it comes to, happiness and health and relationships. Number 1, be gloriously single, have a life you love, create a life you love and live it. Or number 2, be with a healthy, masculine, high character man. I don't do anything in between. I've had a lot of stuff in between those 2 things knock on my door, and I'm not interested. Mm-hmm. So if that man is not a high moral, high character man, if he is not, willing to, become my husband and we hold each other in high regard, if he's not willing to be faithful, I have a life I love. And I've created, a life that I love. I've been married. I have a family. I have 3 grown children, and I have a great life. I have work that I'm passionate about. I have the most amazing friends. I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of interests. So right now, that's the space that I live in. But I'm not open or available right now.
Just a few comments from people just feeding back there.
Well, I'm going to add into the whole because.
Well, before they go to the next lady, so she wants a high character, high moral man to marry her, but she's divorced. I'm curious to know what kind of man her ex-husband is. I mean, she got to the point of getting married to him and having kids with him, and now she's seeking another man to get married to. What kind of man was her ex-husband? And by the time they got divorced, or she divorced him, what kind of man was he? Did he change? Because that's usually the story, right? He changed, right? So for the new man, that's something to consider, right? In fact, for any man, whether man or woman, consider how or why. What are the reasons the person you're getting involved with broke up their last relationship, especially marriage? Because if somebody was good enough to get married to, unless there's physical violence, right? Abuse, physical abuse, putting hands on her or her putting hands on you. Unless there's a big addiction, right? Because we don't know. Like, there gotta be strong reasons for you to think someone is worthy of a marriage and having kids with, and then you divorce them. Because now the next man or the next woman is gonna look at the choices you made. You know what I mean? So that's all. Because it's like, okay, you want this kind of man, but you got married already and divorced the other man. So the next man is going to be like, are you probably going to divorce me at some point as well when you don't get everything you need? Because no one is perfect. So those are the questions I need answers to.
Moth, you were asking, like, why are we single? Why are we in this position? For me specifically, I have had, like, not even just, like, take away cheating out of the relationships that I've been in, but like emotional, verbal abuse, physical abuse. And that's like some of the things that keep me from dating, because it's kind of hard to like put yourself out there. And almost
what is verbal abuse? Because I just want to deal with the whole abuse thing, because I hear that pop up a lot. Like,
yeah, me too. These days, it's like most women on these conversations online, every time they ask them, why are you single, or what happened with your ex, they always say abuse. He was abusive, emotional abuse. this and that, this type of abuse. Like there's so many different abuses, and then some of them when they really dig deep down to ask them exactly what it means, they usually say, "Oh, he was controlling. Oh, he didn't want me to hang out with my friends. Oh, he didn't want me to spend so much money. He was financially abusive because he didn't want me to overspend." You know what I mean? Like it's confusing. Like, and for me, this is my opinion. If you ask anyone, man or woman, what happened, what went wrong with their last relationship, and the first thing they do is blame the ex who's not with you right now, that's a red flag for me. Because I want someone to take accountability. Like, I don't care how much you blame your ex isn't here. Tell me what you did wrong, because if he was here, he would blame you too. But tell me what you did wrong that you want to do better in the next relationship.
Abusive, emotional abuse, financial abuse, verbal. Like, what are we talking about here?
Verbal abuse, as in, like, I had an ex that I could literally say nothing, and he would literally look at me and tell me that I'm the biggest piece of shit that has ever walked the earth, and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm just like, you called me to tell me this? Like, for what? Like, I was asleep. Nothing happened, and you just randomly wanted to call me and tell me that. And I think it's more so like a power trip for him to know that.
Why did you choose him? Why did you get in?
Exactly. So, and this is why I say the blaming the ex is always the go-to, because he's not here to defend himself. He could give reasons why he called you whatever he called you. You definitely did something. It's not like you just had sex with him and then he called you and told you those things, right? We always talk about the negative things that happen in the relationship, but we never want to explain how we got there.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was one of those that was like leading more towards physical, because he would randomly like punch doors and throw stuff that was like in my direction, and not just issue like heavy things. And I was like, And that's like something that I don't want to say that all men are going to do it, because they're not. There's good men out there, and then there's bad men out there, just like there's good women and bad women. But I'm scared to date because I keep thinking that like it's going to happen again, and it's going to be like a very triggering, huge, like thing to heal from.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Veronica? Why are you single?
I spent most of my 20s in a long-term committed relationship, so I've been single for about a year now.
Was that the guy that you cheated on?
Sorry?
Was that the guy that you cheated on?
No.
Another guy, okay.
And so I'd say like I've met some pretty high-value men in the past. I think the first 6 months coming out of the relationship, I wasn't dating at all, and I've met a few. And I'm kind of in a place where I'm thinking, hopefully within the next few years, I'll find that connection. But it's been interesting navigating dating now versus in my early 20s. So
How's it different now?
I mean, obviously the dating apps is a whole new thing. I think like I wasn't obviously dating for the same reasons. I was like, now I'm definitely looking at so many other factors. Like, do we want the same lifestyle? Do we want, like there's just so much more that I never would have even considered at that time.
And why didn't you end up marrying the guy you were with in your 20s?
Actually, a lot of those reasons. We kind of grew apart instead of together. We had very different, I think lifestyle was a huge one. I kind of was very career driven, and him not so much. I think I started to realize.
I was literally about to say that maybe over time, her guy wasn't making as much money as she expected for him to make to fund that lifestyle she wants. Because you guys realize, she said as soon as they broke up, she met some high value guys. She didn't say her ex was a high value man. She said as soon as they broke up, 6 months after the breakup, she met high value men, which obviously she didn't get any of them because she's still single. That means, and then she said with the ex, they had different lifestyles because he wasn't ambitious and all this, which really translates to he wasn't making the money she wanted him to make to fund the lifestyle she wants.
That the type of man that I wanted wasn't within that relationship. So
So he got a little bit lazy and slow in the relationship, comfortable maybe even.
Yeah, it was comfortable. Yeah.
You were growing.
Sorry.
And you were growing.
I mean, the relationship probably wasn't my priority throughout that.
Yeah, like it sounds like you were growing outside of the relationship rather than in it. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No.
Jackie, why are you here today? Why are you single?
Why am I single, or why am I here today?
Bit of both, I guess.
All right, guys, that's a video. I won't finish the whole video. I'm gonna link down below the full link from Rich Cooper's YouTube channel so you guys can complete it.